Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the 15.1 patch notes, which just hit test server today, Wednesday, the 24th, and it'll be on live servers next Tuesday or next Wednesday, depending on your time zone. That'll be, what day? Tuesday, the 30th or the 1st, December 1st. So let's go ahead and dive into the patch notes. It's going to include a number of different things like the Sanhok map update, Vikendi coming back into the rotation with some changes, weapon balances for shotguns, SMGs, P90s, LMGs, and the new vehicle, the new bicycle. Let's take a look. All right, so starting off, number one is the map service update. Now, I already made a previous video going over this in detail, so I'll link that in the description below or in the top right of your screen if you want to take a look at all the details. But essentially, Pubg listened to our feedback, and they're going to be changing the map rotations a little bit. So in season 15, which is when this goes to live server, when you queue a normal match, you're going to have Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, Tego, and Vikendi. When you go to ranked matches, you're only going to have Erangel, Miramar, and Tego. That's going to change as each season goes. So season 16 will be different, season 17 will be different, etc. All right, so we have a new vehicle for the first time in a while. We have the mountain bike vehicle. Now, this is a single seat, lootable, redeployable vehicle that cannot be destroyed. Tires cannot be popped. So I made a hint to this at my last video about Ring of Elysium. If you never played that game, it basically is a fold away bicycle that you could pick up, take out, and start going at any given moment. Now, for the capacity of it, it's pretty significant. Its item weight is 70. That's 7 first aids is how much this thing weighs. So that's obviously going to be a big limiting factor as to who picks it up, how long you keep it for, etc. I can see this being pretty beneficial on a solo match, but maybe not so much on a squads, duos, maybe. But here's the details on it. It spawns in all maps. It spawns in a foldable form, so you'll see it on the ground as a lootable item. It looks kind of like a wheelchair symbol or emblem rather. Unfold it when you take it out of your inventory. Fold it when it puts back into your inventory. So there's no speedometer, but they do list the maximum speed available. So max speed without sprinting is 50 kilometers per hour. Riding with 40% or more boost. So if you've been drinking your energy drinks or your painkillers, and you have your boost meter up, he'll actually pedal faster at 54 kilometers, so not that much faster. Riding with sprint tapping at 100% throttle is 62. So if you've ever played any game with like a bicycle, you can usually tap the go button or the sprint button, and the guy will pedal faster. And if you do that consistently, you can reach a maximum speed of 62 kilometers per hour. What I'm interested in is if you go into a big top hill and you kill the engine, basically just let the bike go. I wonder if gravity will just start taking it way faster than 62. It might be kind of fun to test out. Okay, so obviously no fuel consumption, cannot be destroyed, cannot be pop tires, none of that kind of stuff. So sprinting is just what I just said. You can jump the mountain bike by holding the jump key longer. Up to a half second will increase the jump height. High speed and being boosted also increases the jump height. So I'll dive into the test server and actually play around with this and show you guys some gameplay so you can take a look at how that looks. And it also can do wheelies like the dirt bike, which is pretty dope. Oh, and you can shoot. You can shoot from it too. Does it actually say that here? I actually don't see it's listed here that you can shoot from it, but you can shoot pistols from it. I saw that in one of the other patch notes or tweets from the Pubg devs. Okay, so weapon balancing. There's actually quite a bit to go over here, so I'll keep it as condensed as possible. The Heavenly P90 is getting a nerf, unfortunately. They increase the horizontal and vertical recoil. They increase the ADS deviation during full auto burst, so basically how much your sights are going to be jumping up. And they lowered the ammo from 250 to 200. Now, this one stings specifically because I've had a number of matches where I got the P90 mid to late game, and I literally came down to the last couple of fights with like 10 or less bullets. Now, obviously, I might be shooting a little bit more than the average player, but losing 50 shots, that's a whole magazine, the P90, that's a lot. that's a big nerf. I really hope they pay close attention to this, because part of the the fun factor of going after a crate is potentially getting a weapon that's going to dominate, and losing a whole round, a magazine, a whole magazine rather, is a pretty big deal. And in addition to, of course, it being a little bit harder to control. So we'll see how that plays out. Shotguns continue to have a very limited role as seen in our data. LOL. Shotguns are getting a buff. I don't know how else to say it. So the shotgun damage drop-off range has been increased to improve the effective range by several meters. Increased hit probability on short range. Increased sawed-off damage by 1, and decreased saw pellet spread. Oh no, guys, I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. Shotguns are getting a buff. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. LMGs are getting a slight buff. They reduce the recoil when shooting in crouched and standing positions. Increased body damage multiplier from 1.0 to 1.05. That's so slight. You're not going to notice that. Increase the damage by 1 on the M249. That's not going to be noticeable. And increase the MG3 damage by 2. That's actually really good for the MG3. And they decrease the MG3 horizontal recoil. For those of you who have been hesitant on picking up the MG3 in the crate, now is the time to pick that bad boy up. Just remember, crouch when you shoot or prone. Don't try to shoot it standing, even though they've reduced recoil. Just don't do it. Crouched, prone, and always have it in its higher fire rate mode. I promise you won't be disappointed. Slap a 6X on that thing and you're good to go. All right, SMGs. They've had a strong position due to their relatively low recoil. They still see in their data that their weapon balance is very limited. To incentivize more accurate firing, we're increasing the head damage multiplier. Increased head damage multiplier from 1.8 to 2.1. Increase the Pepe Bazon's accuracy during ADS full auto firing. I'm not mad at that, actually. That's pretty good. Decrease the ump damage at longer ranges. I really wish they would have said specifically what they decreased, because I'm going to have to go test this now. They decrease the ump's accuracy during full auto firing. These are two really good things to nerf the ump, because it was really extremely overpowered. It's still a great new user's weapon. If you're new to the game and you're not used to controlling recoil, or you're just not that good at controlling recoil in PUBG, the ump is still a great weapon to go with, because for those who don't know, SMGs have been getting a lot of flack lately because they have no movement speed penalty when ADSing, so you can stay very mobile when you're ADSing and shooting your target. They have very high limb damage multipliers, so you can kill people 4 to 5 shots in the leg or the arm with an SMG, even if that player has full level 3 gear and is full health. So these nerfs are good, they're well intended, but they don't do anything about the limb damage multiplier, and they buffed the head damage multiplier. Maybe that's their way to incentivize people to aim for the head for the SMG, but now, in my opinion, this just makes it a win-win for the SMG user, because if you're really good at aiming, you're going to get better multiplier in the head. If you're not that good at aiming, you're still going to get the great limb damage multiplier. So I'm not sure how that one's going to roll out. The legendary AUG has getting a slight buff now. So it's been overtaken by the P90 in the crate, and even by the user's ability to control the barrel. Thus, we are making it slightly more powerful to improve its crate weapon status. Increased damage by 1, increased damage drop-off range to improve the effective range. Essentially, make the bullets hit harder at a longer distance. Those are really good changes to the AUG, so that's good. Now here's a pretty big one. This next one is going to actually change the way you think about how you're looting. They're doing a magazine balance. So for those who don't know, I did a full video about an ultimate attachment guide on PUBG. We go over the muzzles, every muzzle in the game, chokes, pellets, the flash hider, compensator, suppressor, everything, all of the grips, all of the magazines, all of the butt stocks, tack stocks, scopes, everything that you can need to know about PUBG. I'll link that video below or the top right. But this is going to make a little asterisk on that one, because when we get to the magazine section, listen to this. right now in PUBG, before this patch goes live, you got your standard magazine that comes with the gun, whatever the standard ammo count is. You have a quick draw magazine, which decreases the reload speed, or increases the reload speed by 40%. So it makes you reload your gun by 40% faster. Still the same ammo count. Then you had the extended magazine, which gives you extra ammo, but the same regular reload speed as it is with no magazine attachment. Then there was the extended quick draw magazine. The extended quick draw magazine combined the best of both. You had the 40% reload speed reduction and the extended extra ammo counter. So basically, it made the quick draw magazine a moot point. Nobody ever picked it up because all you needed was the extended quick draw and then you're good to go. Not no more. All right, so now, take a little sip of my beverage. A little Monster Energy drink. All right, so now what they've done is you have the quick draw magazine. This is just an example they give you. So the default magazine of an M4 is 30 bullets. The quick draw magazine is still going to give you 30 bullets, but now you reload 60% faster than the standard. So instead of it being 40% faster, it's 60% faster, which is pretty significant. The extended quick draw, the extended magazine is going to give you 42 bullets instead of 40. So they give you 2 extra bullets, but you're back to the base reload speed, which for the M4 is like 4 seconds. The extended quick draw magazine is going to get you to 40 bullets and 15% faster reload speed. So now you have to consciously make a decision. Do you want the extra ammo but slower reload speed, or do you want less bullets but a much faster reload speed at 60%? That's going to be pretty interesting. In my opinion, it's going to depend on what weapon you use. For example, if you use a SKS that only comes with 10 bullets in a magazine, but the extended magazine in the SKS has 20 bullets, you're probably going to want that because those extra 10 bullets without having to reload and then re-ADS on your target if you're doing some like medium to long range sniping is going to be pretty significant. But if you're in a close range gunfight where you can peek in and out of cover, having 10 less bullets but 60% faster reload speed in a gunfight is going to be pretty significant, I think, for like ARs and SMGs. So it'll be interesting to see where the player base kind of goes and gravitates to with this. I think just my initial reaction, DMR, snipers, that kind of stuff, you're going to want more ammo in it overall. But ARs, I'm thinking you're going to want the faster reload speed. Just my 2 cents. So we are seeing in this update the sanhok changes. So they've made, and I say sanhok, it's really just the bootcamp is the main thing they did. And I'll go into the game and actually show you guys how it looks in game. But basically they revamped the bootcamp hot drop to be a blend of the old lobster bootcamp and the new bootcamp that they revamped too. So it's not the same as the old one or the new one. It's a mixture of both. And I'll show you guys how it looks. They made some changes to shoreline, added some more rock cover so that you're not getting just kind of caught out in the open if you got to cross the river. No big deal there. Okay, Vikendi has seen an update as it comes back to the map in Season 15, and PUBG has a new collaboration with, I might butcher this name, but is it Cacao Friends? And this is going to be a new collab where we're going to have new skins, new emotes, like just a new event for the collaboration with Cacao Friends, and they've changed Dino Land to Cacao Friends Land, and they've kind of decorated in some Christmas and holiday themes and that kind of stuff. So it should be pretty neat and pretty festive to be around in. The 3 different areas that got changed were Dino Land, Castle, and Winery. So make sure to go check those out. And I'll throw up some gameplay of those, how it looks in game. Ranked Season 15, I'm not going to go over details. It's pretty much more of the same. For ranked, you got the special achievements if you finish in gold and platinum, or platinum and diamond, etc., or masters, all that kind of good stuff. So you can read this if you want the details. Training mode update, nothing big here, but they did remove all the vehicles except for the scooter. So you no longer have people just crashing into you with trucks or marauders or whatever. So now it's just the scooter. The action wheel is seeing a slight update. They're going to add more options in the action wheel. You're going to have one of two. If you can see this little image here, one of two, basically giving you more emote options, more spray options, that kind of stuff. A couple of performance updates, a couple of bug fixes and UI fixes, and item and skin clipping fixes. I'm not going to go over all of these in detail. Honestly, none of them were game breaking or game changing. This is something that should be said though. The smoke grenade sound has been updated for those who are really keen on getting that extra advantage. Now the smoke sound lines up better with the smoke signal and smoke dissipate. So the deploy sound will stop 10 seconds before the smoke cover fully disappears. So you throw the smoke out, So you throw the smoke out, it starts to billow out. After that sound stops, 10 seconds after that, there'll be no more smoke cover. You throw the smoke out, the sound goes, the sound stops. 5 seconds after that, you will be visible through the smoke to your enemies. So as soon as you hear that sound stop from the smoke grenade, your internal clock has got 5 seconds to get cover, or enemies are going to start to be able to see you a little bit in that smoke, and then another 5 seconds, the smoke will be fully gone. What else? Okay, so that's it for the patch notes review, guys. I don't know where I'm going to put the gameplay, if the end of this video, or if I'm going to trickle it kind of in between. So at this point, you'll probably have seen the updates in the gameplay. If you've enjoyed the video, of course, give it a thumbs up, share it with a buddy, and get subscribed if you're new to the channel. We've got some more PUBG content coming your way. Specifically, tomorrow morning-ish video is going to be about the PGC Pick'em Challenge. I've been waiting for the day 2 matches to be played, which are being played today. Once those matches are played, I will tabulate all the kill points, the rank points, all that kind of stuff, and give you guys my best recommendations on which teams to vote for. So as a reminder, tomorrow that video will be going up. You will only have a little bit over 1 day to get your votes in after I post that video. I know it's cutting it close, but that's the way they got the matches played out. So be on the lookout for that. Hit the notification to be notified when that video goes live. And let me know if you guys have any comments or questions down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.